Bad Larry.
The Mystique variant cover by David Nakayama, who is American, not Japanese, is the standout here for me. The only criticism is that Mystique's hair seems too long for the classic look. And if you search up David's art, you'll notice some of these female characters, while beautiful for sure, they all seem to have the same look, the same features. But what's your favorite variant? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Bad Larry Kingdom. I'm your host, Bad Larry, and in this issue, we continue the Danger Room miniseries with Part 3, X-Men number 28. Unlike David Nakayama's almost perfect female faces, Nito Diaz here makes Psylocke look too masculine or angular in the face on this cover. And even after 28 issues, I still don't like how he draws Psylocke's Psy-Sword. Sword should look sharp, not like a French baguette. Just to remind everyone who the villains are in this story, Maxine Danger is the head of the Beyond Corporation. 5 humans who are not only psychos, but real terrorists. But they have the X-Men team down and almost out, which is actually kind of impressive if you think about it. And we're back to the action. The Marauder is taking fire. Psylocke and Zorn look to be cooked. Back in the Danger Room headquarters, Maxine Danger states the Marauder is down. And her main target, Psylocke, she's dead. Say what? We check into the emotional fracas that's occurring at the X-Men headquarters. There's a tale of 2 Omega level maturities. The older, wiser Magneto knows to remain calm, while the younger, brash Kid Omega is hot as the surface of the sun. We don't really get to see Kid Omega have any real emotions, but seeing sweet old squishy Glob bleeding and dying out on the table, well, this little fella is all hot and bothered. Colton's little game is working. The lemonade has been made, per se. Magneto tells Kid Omega he knows they are clearly being set up, purposely divided. Kid Omega isn't trying to listen to any of that, though. Magneto tells everyone, listen, get it together, okay? They need to come up with a tactical plan, take the emotion out of it. But he is dealing with the 2 most emotional characters on the team, Temper and Kid Omega. Temper cuts Magneto to the core, basically calling his old balls useless. And she plans to go out there guns a-blazing to find out who shot Glob and make him pay. This lady, Maxine Danger, has no chill or patience. She's already wanting results from Colton's scheme. Typical corporate micromanagers. Can you threaten these guys for not performing? I mean, what do they really have to lose? How loyal do you expect them to be to this lady, the Beyond Corporation? Nevertheless, Maxine Danger wants results. Best art page of the issue. I love it. The X-Men are fighting the ship from every angle, and they seem to be losing. Beast is the smarty pants of the group and has deciphered almost exactly what the entity the X-Men are currently battling. But knowing that doesn't mean they know how to kill it. So far, they're barely surviving, and they can't fight on forever. I like how Beast is bouncing around, saving and keeping Sheriff Robbins alive. He's also kind of had an emotional connection with her earlier in this series, so this is classic heroic action. Juggernaut, the strongest of the team, is also the first to go down. The ship has basically swallowed him up. Well, shit is getting out of hand. Magic loses her cool, trying to save Juggernaut, and the ship overwhelms her. I like seeing the little scratch marks in the blood from where the monster ship is cutting up the team. Cyclops tries to save Magic, but as she goes down, Cyclops also seems to go down as well. Oh no! It seems like it's all up to Beast now. This lady, Maxine Danger, just clapping, talking shit. Someone should tell her to just shut up. She's called an early victory against the X-Men, and now she plans on taking this evidence of her victory to other groups, evil groups, to drum up some evil business, even thinking about taking on the Avengers next. Wow. Colton's plan is now fully in effect. Kid Omega and Temper are out by themselves looking for a shooter that is not even there anymore. All they're going to do is cause trouble with the local humans. Exactly what Colton and the Beyond Corporation wants. I'm thoroughly enjoying this story arc. I said in the last issue that we rarely get to see Beast be the hero. He has been kind of typecast as the lab coat wearing science nerd of the team, but now I get to see him be the hero he was originally meant to be. And he's gonna not only have to save Sheriff Robbins, he will have to save the other X-Men on the ship as well, if he can. And if he does, he's going to have to do it his way, with brains and brawn. But really, it's going to be mainly brains, because that's what Beast is all about, being a brainy boy. Blue brainy boy. He tells the Sheriff Robbins, listen, Sheriff, I'm going to need to go down to that hole. We're going to have to go down in that hole much, much deeper, you know what I mean? We're going to go all the way to the bottom of the hole. No diddy. Because she should know not to count your chickens before they roost. Agent Jackson asks Maxine Danger about killing off old John Greycrow, because she doesn't want any loose ends out there. Plus, Jackson is a bit bloodthirsty, so Danger agrees to allow Jackson's kill team to take out Greycrow, but someone should tell her to really shut up. So Jackson gets on the comms, gives the message to one of her goons. The goon replies, but there is a clue here. You could miss it if you're reading too fast. It's the pink background and the way the colors are showing up in that background. Maxine Danger claps it up, saying Psylocke is dead, the X-Men are dead, she's busting out the champagne. Well, guess who's back? Back again. Psylocke's back. Tell a friend. Oh yeah, y'all evil sons of bitches forgot y'all were dealing with the real one. A real actual ninja killer with telepathy. A killer who is unleashed and looking for revenge. Y'all better recognize Psylocke is a badass. I counted at least 7 bodies she's littered in this hallway. Could be more. Like I said, you can never really count the X-Men out. Them things are hard to kill. Next issue, number 29, shows Crimson Commando and Maxine Danger on the cover, down at the bottom, enjoying seeing the X-Men's apparent deaths. Of course, we all know them X-Men are unkillable. I really enjoyed this issue, especially seeing Beast being heroic and Psylocke making that unexpected return at the end. I am super pumped for the next issue. Leave a comment, hit the like button. See you next time. Peace.